The Florida sun beat down on the manicured greens at the Trump International Golf Club. The lush fairways and perfectly trimmed greens were a testament to the meticulous care taken to maintain this prestigious course. It was a typical day in Florida, with the sun casting long shadows and a gentle breeze rustling the palm trees. Former President Donald J. Trump was enjoying a leisurely round. Dressed in his signature golf attire, he moved from hole to hole, chatting with his companions and occasionally stopping to admire a particularly good shot. The atmosphere was relaxed, with the former president appearing to be in high spirits. But on this day, the tranquility was shattered by a single gunshot. The sudden loud noise echoed across the course, breaking the serene silence that had enveloped the golfers. Faces turned pale and conversations halted abruptly as everyone tried to comprehend what had just happened. Chaos erupted as golfers scattered and Secret Service agents sprang into action. The once peaceful scene transformed into one of panic and confusion. Golfers abandoned their clubs and carts, running in all directions, while the Secret Service agents, trained for such emergencies, moved with precision and urgency. They swarmed around Trump, forming a protective barrier. The agents, with their earpieces and dark suits, created a human shield, ensuring the former president's safety. Their movements were swift and coordinated, a testament to their rigorous training and dedication. Amidst the panic, Wesley was tackled to the ground by agents. The suspect, who had managed to get dangerously close, was quickly subdued. The agents' swift response prevented what could have been a catastrophic event. He struggled as they wrestled an AK-47 from his grasp. The weapon, a stark symbol of violence, was finally pried away, ensuring no further harm could be done. The weapon lay on the pristine grass, a stark contrast to the peaceful setting. The sight of the gun on the manicured turf was jarring, a reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present threat of violence. The attempted assassination was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of life and the ever-present dangers faced by public figures. Who was Wesley? Investigators delved into his life, revealing a deeply troubled individual. Routh, a loner with a history of mental health issues, was consumed by conspiracy theories. He believed he was on a mission from God, obsessed with the war in Ukraine. His self-published manifesto painted a chilling picture of his warped worldview. The investigation into Ruth's life highlighted the dangers of untreated mental illness and unchecked extremism. The attempted assassination sent shockwaves through the nation and the world. The news spread like wildfire, igniting a frenzy of fear and speculation. People everywhere were glued to their screens, desperate for updates and answers. Questions swirled. Was Ruth acting alone, or was there a sinister network behind him? Theories ranged from rogue agents to deep state operatives, each more chilling than the last. The internet exploded with speculation, from secret organizations to political rivals. Online forums buzzed with activity as amateur sleuths pieced together clues and shared their findings. Every new piece of information was dissected and debated. The FBI faced a daunting task, poring over Ruth's online activity and interviewing his acquaintances. Agents worked around the clock, sifting through mountains of data and following up on countless leads. The pressure was immense, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The investigation was far from over, but the specter of conspiracy loomed large. Every shadow seemed to hide a potential threat, and every whisper hinted at a deeper plot. The sense of unease was palpable. The truth lay somewhere between fact and fiction. In a world where misinformation was rampant, discerning reality from illusion was a Herculean task. Investigators had to tread carefully, separating credible evidence from wild conjecture. The nation grappled with its own demons, haunted by uncertainties and anxieties. The attempted assassination had opened old wounds and created new fears. People questioned their safety, their leaders, and the very fabric of their society. The case was a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present threat of violence. Memorials sprang up, honoring the victims and calling for unity. Yet, the underlying tension remained, a constant reminder of the precarious balance between order and chaos. The Secret Service faced intense scrutiny after the attack. Their actions had saved lives, but questions remained. How had Ruth, with his history of mental instability, gotten so close to a former president? The agency launched an internal investigation, reviewing security protocols. They analyzed every second of the incident to learn from their mistakes. The Secret Service, once shrouded in anonymity, was now in the spotlight. The weight of the nation's security rested on their shoulders. They remained steadfast in their commitment to protect those entrusted to their care. The attempted assassination of Donald Trump altered the landscape. It was an event that sent shockwaves through the nation, shaking the very foundations of our society. It was a stark reminder of the volatility of the times and the fragility of peace. People everywhere felt a sense of unease, as if the ground beneath their feet was no longer stable. Security measures were heightened for all public figures. The presence of armed guards and surveillance became a common sight, a constant reminder of the lurking dangers. The spectre of violence loomed large, casting a long shadow over the nation. Streets that were once bustling with life now seemed eerily quiet, as if holding their breath. The world watched, wondering if this was the new normal. Conversations in cafes and living rooms revolved around the uncertainty of the future. The incident was a symptom of deeper malaise, reflecting anger and division. Protests erupted, with people taking to the streets to voice their fears and frustrations. It was a wake-up call, a reminder that societal bonds were fraying. The ties that once held communities together were now strained, threatening to snap. The scars of that day would linger, a haunting reminder of the fragility of peace. Memorials sprang up, honoring those affected and serving as a somber testament to the day's impact. Vigils were held with communities coming together in a show of solidarity, yet the underlying tension remained. The nation was left to grapple with its new reality, uncertain of what lay ahead.